Hello. A little later than anticipated. How are you all doing? Hi, Joanna. Hope you've all had a good weekend, whatever you might have been up to. Can't believe it's Sunday again. Where has the time gone? Hopefully my signal and everything like that will stay good. Sue, I have had a busy weekend. We've been out with friends to Hotham Park this afternoon, which was lovely. It was a bit chilly, but lovely and sunny. So we had a lovely walk around there, and we've had lovely dinner and had them over for dinner. Hey everyone. Pushed back the live a little later than normal. I'm looking around for my stamp set. I had it in my sights, and now I'm just looking for where it is. Hello. Hey, Janet. Hey, Carol. Hey, Debbie. Good evening. Hi, Karen. Let me grab that down so that I've got it to hand. This was the stamp set that I thought I would play with. So I had a request about colouring these flowers and things. So I thought I would grab this one out and colour this one. This is called Blessings of Home. It's in a like a double bundle. It's with the Honeybee Home stamp set, which I've used previously as well. But this one is a really lovely big floral image. So that is what I thought we would play with. I'm just going to try and get my desk up for you. There you go. Hello. Oh, lots of you joining this evening. So what's news? So today is very exciting. I've launched my new super awesome fun time kit with the fabulous Brian King. So we have paired up to offer you a monthly kit. So that is now out and launched today. And all the details are on my blog and on Brian's blog. So there is also an introductory video. So if you're thinking, what is that? What's that going to be? Check out the blog post, coastalcrafter.com, and you'll see all the details and the video on there. My Seize the Day class is also open for booking as well. So if you haven't seen that, then that is also open. But yes, Sue says that several people have signed up already. Yes, exciting. So it's going to be fun, really, really fun. So it's going to be going to be using the Abstract Beauty product. And as I say, all the details will be on the blog for you, but you're going to get 10 projects, 5 from me and 5 from Brian. So there you are. Hazel says, I bought this stamp set because of the beautiful card you sent me using this stamp. Oh, that's lovely. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous one. So I've pulled out a little bit of watercolouring. I thought we could maybe emboss in black to give it a bit of a darker outline. So let's see how that goes. I am feeling like doing a little bit of watercolouring. That's my chill out go-to. Watercolouring is my relaxing mode. Let me grab my Versamark. So I had a daffodil class this weekend, which was lots of fun. We made lots and lots of cards and a box for them all to go in, which was brilliant. Lots of die cuts, lots of colouring. We had a little bit of watercolouring in that class as well. So I'm feeling in the mood for a bit of watercolouring. My desk, because we've been busy. My desk has just got piles and piles of stamps, and I've literally just popped it to the side. But as long as we can get to the grid sheet, that's the only thing that matters, right? Becky says the class was fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad you did too. Yeah, it was good. Not tonight, but at some point towards the end of next week, I will transfer the class to the tutorial section of my blog. So if you're thinking I've missed out, I'd really like to do that class. The tutorial would give you access to everything except the live class. So you can still get the edited videos, the PDF for the online fee. But because you're signing up after the class date, the live would obviously have already taken place. But that won't be on my blog until at least next Friday, because it's been half term and I'm back to work on Monday, tomorrow. So back to work, and so I know that won't get looked at until towards the end of the week. So, but it will be coming. I think the thing with the classes as well, even if you can't make the dates of the live classes, you can always sign up for the online version, and you would get the replays and the edited videos at your convenience once that date is passed too. Right, so we've got black embossing, a bit different, hey? So he said, love the class. I've spent this afternoon trying to clear up. I know, mine's just literally that I've still got daffodils sat here. I've even, piled high. Let's heat this. Embossing's magic, isn't it? While I'm heating this, if you want to have a think about what colours we should do these flowers, I might do a second one. So I'll see what colour combos you come up with. John says pure magic. I love it. Yeah, me too. Nearly there. I think that's, all embossed. There we go. So pretty. Gorgeous just in the black and white, actually. If you don't have black embossing powder, the other way that you can do it is adding clear to a black ink. You've just got to be pretty quick about it. I wonder if I can show you with like the clear with a dark grey. So So the embossing powders come in a trio. You get the copper, silver, gold together, and you get the white, clear, and black. So if you've already got white and you want the black, you do have to buy the trio. But it means you can kind of top up your other powders, because if you emboss as much as I do, then you will, it can go in your tub, can't it? Pale pinks and purples are your colour wheel. Pale blue and yellow, Coastal Cabana. I'm loving these. So he says, I need a white. That's good. I can add to the next order. Fresh Freesia. So with the clear, let me show you. So rather than using Versamark, I will try. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. I don't have a scoop in my clear. This could lead to problems. Joanna said if you use the stamp brushes, you could stamp in black and then stamp Versamark. Ah, good idea. That's a genius tip, Joanna. Everyone take note of Joanna's idea. So Joanna's commenting on YouTube, so you might not see it on Facebook. If you use a Stamparatus, stamp in black and then stamp in Versamark over the top. So stamp once and then stamp a second time in the Versamark and then add the clear. Yeah, I think I might need to do that, because I think that will instantly dry and not pick up the powder very well. It did, but I've just rubbed it off. Let me show you what I mean, or not what I mean, what Joanna and Heather have said. So this is a great tip. My Stamparatus is here. I may have multiple projects in progress piled up on a trolley beside me that has just fallen. Right, so Stamparatus. Need a bit of watercolour. Jan says, I happen occasionally, laugh out loud. I'm done for the year now. I am sure you're not. I'm sure you're not. Done for February. That's your idea for February. Right, let's place that down. So we'll go grey. Right, oh, bouncing off there. So we're going to go basic grey, and we'll stamp, which is nice. And then we'll need our chamois to give this a clean. So we'll give that a wipe. Good. And then we'll use the Versamark. And because we're using the Stamparatus, it will go exactly over the top of that image. And the Versamark takes a lot longer to dry. So then, if we then bring in the clear, and you can obviously, or maybe not obviously, because it hadn't occurred to me, but you could do that same technique with any colour ink. So you could stamp with any colour ink and then go back over with the Versamark, add your clear, and then you've got embossing in every colour of ink pad that you've got. So the clear is a great one to have in your stash. Let me just heat that. I don't know how well you can see the shininess of that, but it's coming up in person. It's coming out lovely and shiny. So can you see that? I'm hoping you can. Can you see the gloss on that? I'm just catching it under the light, I think, just a little. But it gives you that embossed edge rather than the flat. Morning Narelle, morning Pop. Shiny flowers and all sorts, exactly. So got one black, one grey. So that was basic grey with clear, and that was black embossing powder. Now, if you struggle with your black embossing powder and you get kind of extra flecks of the embossing powder, you could do the same technique. So you could stamp in a black and then add the clear over the top. So it'll still give you that embossed look, but that is the black powder versus that more matte finish without. So let's do some colouring. So we had some lovely colour suggestions further up the page. So pale blue and yellow is a lovely suggestion. I like that, Gillian. Let's do that on here, and then we'll maybe do pinky purples on the darker one. So can you just zoom you in a little? So shall we go pale blue? Should we go balmy blue? And Pear Pizzazz maybe, and Daffodil Delight, which will be floated around on my desk somewhere because I haven't cleared it away from my daffodil class. All piled up on my desk. Right, paintbrush. Grab. So that's the thin brush, which I think we might use, and the wider brush too. That one. And there. Right, let me just grab some water. Oh, you're catching up on some good telly, so. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Let's grab my refill. So I tend not to squeeze these new pads into the base. I tend to just put a drop of ink refill. I find it quite tricky to squeeze them. It hurts my hand. So I like having the ink refills anyway. It gives you a nice palette to paint from. And I know it's a little bit more outlay at the beginning, but if you buy your ink refills roughly when you buy your ink pads, it means that if the colours go, like the in colours will be leaving us. So we'll be losing our magenta, misty moonlight, bumblebee, just jade, cinnamon, cider by the end of April. Once they go out of stock, they go. That's it. So rather than leaving it to the end of their time of being an ink with us, I tend to buy them at the beginning to make sure that I'm not left with an ink pad and not able to get the refill. And so this is Balmy Blue. Pretty. I know Wendy's like, Misty Moonlight, no, keep going. They have been a great set of colours, haven't they? I love, do you know the colours I love, the ink colours I loved, just because they were just so pretty together. Do you remember the set? Some of you will remember the pistachio pudding and baked brown sugar. There was a pinky colour, corally pinky colour in that, I think, as well. But they just look so pretty together, those 5. They were stunning. Although I couldn't tell you how much I used them as colours. I just remember them looking very pretty together. Sometimes the 5 ink colours look fabulous together, and sometimes they're all lovely colours, but they don't necessarily sit together as a group of 5. But individually, they're all lovely. Love the inkiness of this colour, so nice. This is Balmy Blue. Okay, pretty. Then Pauline had the old catalogue out and went through them. Northstat. Oh, I know. And you think, oh my goodness. Yeah, you look back and you think, oh, I remember that colour or that stamp set. Yeah, I love looking back through old catalogue. Oh, Kathleen's just late home from the budget. Did you have a lovely time, Kathleen? Right, let's do this flower as well. And I have to think, how can they bring out anything even more lovely, and then they outdo themselves, don't they? Snap up, then bring out even more lovely things. Nice. Stacey's in New York. Kathleen, glad to see I'm doing this set, the cluster of fads. It is indeed what you had the question about. So I thought I would jump on and share this this set of flowers. What colour? We were adding yellow with this one, weren't we? Okay, so shall we add, oh, I think I might make those little flowers up there blue. Nice. And yellow. So this is Daffodil Delight. Oh, Stacey says shared debate. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Very kind of you. I do love a flower. This is such a pretty set, isn't it? It's got a lot of shadowing in it though. It's got a lot of that kind of shading in there. But I don't mind. It kind of helps the shadow of the image. So that flower sits together, and I think this flower, so that petal there and that petal there is one flower underneath, I think, and then this one here is kind of, that petal belongs to this flower here. Or maybe colour those different flowers so you can see how I kind of separate those out. I think when these are all a bunch of one colour, it doesn't matter, does it? Which petal belongs to what? So that's yellow. Well, it's Daffodil Delight, actually. Perhaps just said about that, Brian. Yes, we're launching. So I'd say just keep an eye out. I will keep my blog updated with any future updates over the next little while. So yeah, watch this space, I guess, is my answer to that. Very that's like no comment, isn't it? But yeah, watch this space for sure. That's where you went wrong, wasn't it? Because you were sort of muddling those around, so you were kind of getting those. Hey Joyce, how are you? Yeah, no, really excited to be launching our super awesome fun time kit. So if you haven't seen my blog post today, if you're subscribed to my blog post, it will come out into your inbox tomorrow, because just the way the timing works for how my blog gets pushed out. But you can always go to coastalcrafter.com. It's the blog post. It's the most current blog post at the top, with all the information on there for you about the kit. So that is the yellow done. And then should we add pear pizzazz for the leaves? I've gone kind of softer green rather than, I picked out a softer green versus a sort of a granny apple brighter green. Just being cautious where that yellow might still be wet, not to run the ink. Together. Oh, does anyone else love watercolouring? Or is it a love-hate relationship? I'm not sure. I love it. It's so relaxing. Pencils. Just playing with different colour combos as well. Coming together, isn't it? Coming together. Oh, so true, isn't it? So love it. I don't do it enough though. It makes me feel very artistic. It does. It feels very arty, doesn't it? Especially when the kind of the imagery is already done so beautifully for us. I love to water colour and love to colour, but I could not seem to get them to go together. I love water. I love colour. Oh, Sue, I see your question. Yep. So there will be a closing date. We've got it closing. I need to update the date on the blog actually. So, and on the purchase. So it will close on the 5th. So order your kit for this month by the 5th. And then we aim to ship out by the 15th at the latest, the kits. So yeah. And we do anticipate it being a regular thing. So yeah, that will be the plan. So yeah. So how are we? I think we're kind of there with that. We need something in the middle of those flowers. I'm thinking. What am I thinking? I don't know what colour to do the middle of those flowers. Come back. I'm going to give that some thought and come back to that. I think I want some orangey colour into that leaf as petal, whatever that is. Can't speak. My brush is filled with water, but I am dipping it into a pot of water as well because I'm mixing from like blues to greens. I'm using that really to make sure the brush is really cleaned off, and because the water's then there, I'm just using it. I find I get better control of the water by dipping rather than pushing it out. These are ideal for travel. If you're out and about, you've got water with you. But as I'm at my desk, I tend to just use a jar of water. I'm just adding a touch of mango to some of those flowers, just to give them a little orangey look. Yeah, exactly. When you squeeze, you can then end up with too much water coming out, and then you end up with it pooling on your paper. Whereas if you're just dipping in the jar, you can make sure that your brush is not over watered, like too much water coming out. And that'll help you control the colour a little bit better. What to go in the middle? I'll think about that. So this one, I thought, like, let's go. Should we go purples and pinks, corals? Purples, pinks, corals, maybe. I mean, who doesn't love a gorgeous grape flower? I saw some beautiful crocuses today. They were stunning. They were all just they just kind of just bloomed. I think they were just beautiful. I didn't take a photograph of them, but they were absolutely gorgeous. Oh look, splashed. Never mind, it's going to be cut out. I like the idea of bumblebee, Karen. Let's mix bumblebee with this gorgeous grape, shall we? So I think this flower here is one here. So, and then the others are kind of tucked behind. So that one, 1, 2, 3, 4 petals is kind of tucked behind. That one's tucked behind, and then that one is tucked behind, and then this one is sat there. I don't think it will matter too much, but I think that petal does belong to that flower. Kathleen says, I meant to tell you yesterday that your card came in Friday's mail. Ah, brilliant. Annette, how are you? Just getting home from an afternoon of dance. Love all the pretty watercolouring. Yay. It's total chill out colouring. I wonder who's colouring along with me. You just sat chilling, watching, multitasking with a TV programme. Maybe you just got me on mute. I wouldn't blame you. Do a little bit of multitasking. That's the beauty of a Facebook Live, isn't it? Right, let's add some darker colour. Not too dark, but I think we're just going to do Granny Apple Green with this one, aren't we? Liz says these are beautiful. Ah, thanks, Liz. These are beautiful. So relaxing, isn't it, with the watercolouring? The other thing to consider as well is just because your images are, you know, that way round, you don't need to stretch across your image. Make sure you turn your paper, and then you can get to the things as you paint them. I know I seem to be drawn to purple lately. Seems to be one of my go-to colours, particularly their gorgeous grape. Oh, thanks, Pam. Love the colours. Love the projects in the Daffodil class. Still finishing them up. Plenty to keep you busy. Mm-hmm. So I've got colour on there. Do that daffodil. Get some pinks in here. What about pinks and yellows? Shall we bring in Melon Mambo? I heat embossed them. So this one was the black powder, and then that one is basic grey ink, and then Versamark over the top with clear powder. So at the suggestion of the lovely Joanna and Heather. So it just gives you that guideline to drop your ink into. It's a good way if you are I suppose newer to watercolouring, or you're struggling to kind of get the control over the ink. The embossing lines help you control the ink into the image, whereas with Stays On, your ink will just run outside of the image. Well, it will run easier outside of the image, whereas this gives you a little bit of something to kind of contain it. Right, am I going to do pink on that one? I think I am. Let's do pink there. And just add some darker where the shading is. Kind of tapping the ink off the brush just so you're not infilling that too much, and leaving some of those lighter edges as well. And then I'm going to go for yellow in the middle, I think. So clean that brush off. Should we go yellow or mango? Mango, I think. Watercolour cardstock, so So I go watercolor cardstock or shimmery white. Your basic white won't hold this amount of water without it kind of buckling, I suppose, and going funny. There's just about enough ink off there. I might get an ink refill out. Don't overfill your ink pad. If you do put a drop of ink on here, just go little and often. Don't put loads and loads of ink in there thinking, oh, I'll just fill it up, because it will leak out the back of your pad if you've not got them at a good angle. Oh, I love the mango colour, isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love that orangey. Okay. So different. We've got that really soft, balmy blue, and then we've got the kind of mango and grape and more vibrant colours. And let's go. See, I've got ink coming out the back there because I've overdone it at some point. Let me grab my Granny Apple Green. Tell I use this for watercolouring a lot. Depends which colours you can see. What have I got out? Some ink pads I've got no ink in there at all, and others I've got lots of colours. Lots of colour, I see. Grab a little bit of colour. Love. Okay. Still haven't decided the Too Sleepy to Stay Watching. Abby was away. Oh, I'll catch it on the replay. Get some good sleep. You've got the opportunity to get some good sleep. Get some good sleep. What time is it? 9:30. Yeah. Oh, look, let's run a little bit. Oh, I like that. Oh, missed those little ones at the top. Let's grab those. Sometimes you can't see them for looking, can you? There. Oh, thank you. Thomas is loving this. That's a perfect way to spend a Sunday evening, isn't it? Chilling out, colouring. I had friends over for dinner and we did a really fun. Have you ever done an escape room? So, like puzzle escape room thing, and we did one a little while back. And it was really good fun. But was out with Joshua. I don't know, was it last week? I don't know. It's irrelevant to the story. Earlier in the week, last week, whenever. And we were in the supermarket and we saw this escape room for home, and it was a box of all the clues and everything, and you set it up in different rooms, and then you kind of work through them. And we did that, and it was really good fun. It's kind of a one-off thing, because I think unless you left it quite some time before you went back to it, but it wasn't too expensive, and you could gift it on to friends, and they could then use it and have fun. So yeah, that was good fun. And I get to spend time colouring these with you. Right. Glenn's beautiful. You make watercolouring look easy. Oh. This has got some leftover. I think that must be from. I don't know. What's that stuff called? The doodah paint. Oh, the champagne mist, isn't it? That's champagne mister. I've got the shimmer in there, but I'm okay with that. It's left in my Sahara sand. Can you see it? It's left there in my Sahara sand thingy. But I'm fine with that. Who doesn't want a bit of shimmery Sahara sand? So I'm gonna get an ink refill. Now I'm going to go quite pale because I don't want to over colour. I don't want to over colour the middles with the light colour. So light touch. Add some centres. You can always add more ink should we need it, but I think that'll be fine. I might do the same colour in this one actually. I might just go Sahara sand here. Grab some of that shimmery. There. Go a little darker on that one, couldn't we? Because it's got darker ink. If you think oh no, I've put too much ink on there. I think I've said this before. If you haven't seen me show you this tip, chamois is always handy for watercolouring. You can just pick up some of that colour and lift it back off. So it's also, I haven't done it myself yet, but worth investing in a clean chamois and kind of cutting it into quarters, and then you've got a little section for just dabbing with watercolour to pick up colour off your projects. There. So if I wasn't going to make this into a card right this minute, I'd probably leave that to dry. But I am, so I'm going to pop the heat gun on it just to make sure that when I run that through to be die cut, that we don't get the ink all over the place. So let me just heat that. I am. Carol says, am I using watercolour paper? I am. Just find my dies for those. What are they called? I haven't looked these out before. Flowers of Home. They're these ones. Found them. So there's this large piece here. There is a die to cut out the other stamp in this set. So you've got one for that image as well. And then you've got all these extra pieces. So you've got little flowers. They're gorgeous. Might cut some extras of those. That might be quite nice. And then all these leafy parts. So all those are gorgeous. Right, let me just grab a scrap of watercolour. And my thoughts. Oh. That's the balmy blue. And let me grab the gorgeous grape. Or should we do melon? Mango. I'm going to do mango. That will allow us to cut some extra little flowers from those. So let me just heat that. With me. Oh, this will probably fit through my mini, won't it? So if I go in anywhere to cut that. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Move the camera up a little. Are you with me? That. Let me move this out of the way. I'll just grab my mini. Do these first, so we'll have some little flowers. Cool, aren't they? The beauty about adding a little sort of swoosh of watercolour to a bit of card like that and then getting your flowers out of it is you get that lovely texture, or not texture but different colours on your flowers. And I'll do some blue ones. Yay! Lizzie says, yay, I made it. Made it. So we've got a selection of flowers out of our piece that we've just, our scrap piece. Somewhere safe. And then this one, let me just cut that down. That on there, and now this is where we don't want this to slip or move or go wrong because we've spent all that time colouring it, so we make sure that it's lined up exactly. that one. And I'm just using some removable tape. And stack of those plates. Wrong way around. I find if the numbers are the right way up, so I find if they are both that way, like 2 and 2 are the right way up, it goes in easier. If I turn that over and I've got them, I need to turn that one over as well, so they're both then the same way. Don't ask me why, but that just seems to work better. And then if you stagger the plates as well, it seems to go through no problems, whereas you do the opposite and I can't get it to go through. So it's hit and miss, whereas that way around I don't have any problems with it going through the machine. There. Wow, how beautiful is that? Such a gorgeous image. All right, that one we're going to line up to there and there. I buy it off the internet, just off Amazon. It is Scotch removable tape that I use. I've got it in a little tape runner, and it's the blue inside. That's the one. If you buy like magic tape or other tape, I find that it peels your paper. It's less sticky than what do you call it? What's the stuff we used to have? This stuff, I can't even think of the name of it. It's completely escaped me. I find that this will tear my paper. You have to de-sticky that. You have to kind of get some oil off your skin, or like make sure that it's like less sticky. Washi tape, thank you. But you're all like shouting at the screen. Yeah, the washi tape. And yeah, so I just use the removable tape, and it makes sure it stays where I want it to when I'm running it through. Without ripping the paper, which is the crucial bit, isn't it? And you're welcome, Carol. And you can reuse those bits. They peel off, and you can just pop them on your machine, and they're there for another time. And oh yeah, the pepper moss. I like the fact I've got it in like a little holder, so it kind of tears off from it. I don't have to snip it. So yeah. That's those. Right, let's put those out of the way, and we will make up our cards. These are going to be, I say, simple cards. We've done the hard work with the watercolouring, so let's just see. Pop these on a card. Shall we do some embossing on a white background and just pop it up on that? Which embossing folder shall we use? The texture one's quite nice, isn't it? Wooden, we've got texture. Oh, I hadn't used the macrame one's quite nice, isn't it? Poured out those ones as options. Oh, and it says 3D Hive. 3D Hive. That's macrame. That just like subtle texture one. do that one. And let's do this texture one. Run those through. So get the right plates. One. Just pop that one through as well. Two. I think we have got a brick one actually. That would look quite pretty as well, wouldn't it? I think that is current. Just say I tend to, whatever's in my top section of my trolley is what's current, and there is a brick wall in there. Let's do that on there, that on there. Wondering if, oh, I don't know, I quite like half of that. I like it over to the side there. That's quite nice, isn't it? Maybe we could do a different direction of card. Blue. That's nice. I'm going to do it 10.5 wide and score at 14.8. And pop that layer. Oh, I'm not sure what I've scored at there. Yeah. Maybe we could cut that back. Right, I'm just going to trim that. But trim, I don't know, 1.25 inches. So I've taken 1.25 inches off the front of the card, just to allow that to sit slightly over without overhanging the card there. It's nice and fresh, isn't it? Fresh and spring colours. Let's take 1 inch and a bit off that as well, 1.25 inches. And then I wonder if we have some pattern paper inside. What blue have we got? Let's have a look at our subtles. We've got maybe. That's balmy blue. Balmy blue. Have a little strip of colour just to give it a little something. Maybe like something there. Sandy says wood grain. Oh yeah, nice. That would pull in nice, wouldn't it? Kathy's finally caught you live. Yay! Let's give that a little tail. I'm running a bit later tonight because we had a We had a proper Sunday roast today. It was lovely. So yummy. Let's bring in a bit of white ribbon. And do my ribbon trick. Let's have like however many wraps. This is quite a thin ribbon, isn't it? It's going to come around and through. Don't know if I've got it wide enough actually. Maybe it could sit. Maybe it goes on top. I don't want to cover up all the colouring. That's the only thing. Maybe we could kind of hook it into that bit of the leaves sort of there, so it sits a little bit under, but doesn't cover all of our. We don't want to cover all of the lovely flowers up, do we? That is better. Something like that. Let's stick that on with some glue dots. It's going to come across that corner. So that's stuck on with a glue dot, but we're going to have that coming there. A little banner of that. We want the sentiment. What sentiment? Are there sentiments in this set? Where have I put it? Honestly, you should see my desk. It's just an absolute avalanche of stuff. It's a piles of stuff. Have a perfect birthday. Love that. That will do perfectly. Perfect birthday. Perfect sentiment. Let me grab that one and a scrap of white. Grey. I laugh. I know. Honestly, I've got a whole bundle of blends on my desk as well, and they're just buried under my keyboard. And honestly, we're all the same, aren't we? Kind of. I do like a clear desk though when I start like a new project. I have to say, I don't mind doing this because I was like, oh, come on, my life. But if I was to sit down and like be right now, I'm going to design something else, the whole desk would have to be cleared. I can't sit and create something new. Before it's all cleared, all the inks would have to go away. Everything. Right, have a perfect birthday. I think we're good. Put a few gems on that. We can call that done. We've got these extra little flowers, haven't we, in the blue and yellow. I have the yellow ones for. I have a few of those as well. Right, let's stick that down. I think I'm going to go same layout, different colours on the other card. Because it's 10 o'clock. And it's a school night. No. use that folder enough, actually. It's really pretty. That's the macrame one. Nice, isn't it? Definitely some gems. Right, that's going to go on dimensionals. Kind of sit over that edge. Make sure it's not too far off the bottom there. This says, can you believe it's nearly March? I know. Last day of February, so I can't quite believe it. That is not far enough over. I've now stuck it down with a whole load of dimensionals. Whoops. Oh no, these last sort of January have absolutely flown by, haven't they? Absolutely flown by. Oh, I forgot my banner piece. Whoops. Whoops. We'll get it on there eventually. Happy. Have the perfect birthday. Sit across there. Nice. There's nice. And then we've got some of these to go on. Let's pop them on with a few glue dots. Oh, some extra little flowers. These are sweet. Like these. They just add a little we had the sun was shining though today. It was so lovely. It was chilly, I have to say. It was a little fresh, but was beautiful sunshine. So it was nice to get out for a lovely walk. Starts to make all the difference, doesn't it, when you can get out and about and it's not pouring with rain. Right. Oh, that is a bit fiddly, but stuck that flower on that ribbon. I'm just going to give that a glue dot to hold it. There. Let's put a few gems on. Pretty with that ribbon, hey? I really like that. We've got iridescent gems, white gems. Let's do I know I've got a new pack of iridescent gems somewhere. Don't know where they are, so I'm just going to use my rhinestones. Ooh. So he says, spent the morning out in the garden and we even cut the grass. Yes, friends of ours said they cut the grass. The first cut of the season, as it were, got the grass cut. It's quite nice. We didn't get our grass cut. But shall I put some gems on those? I'm going to go gem crazy. There. Pretty. Ah. Do you have quite a lot to cut, do you? Yeah, we've got quite a big back lawn. We got rid of the front. We just got a sort of an area that we've planted up, and that needs weeding. But that that is the north facing, so it was a bit too, it's still a bit too chilly cold to be out doing that. Yeah, pleased with that. Right, let's whip up the next one. We're going to do the same layout, different colours, so this should be quite quick to pull together. Let's do should we do Melon Mambo as a base? I feel like my Melon Mambo cardstock needs to see some love from me. It's Polished Pink and Magenta Madness have taken over. So I'll cut, what, 1.25 inches off the front, something like that. 1.25 inches off that piece. Okay, so we've got our piece on there. I'll grab a white layer. Just put that in here. Oh, I bet it was. Working in the greenhouse, I bet it was lovely and warm. I have to say, I sat down about 12ish in my in the conservatory, and the sun was beaming in. I thought, right, I need to move. I've got to move, because if I don't move, I will find myself here. It was very lovely and relaxing, but I wouldn't have got very much done. So, right, that is that. Let's grab the same but different paper. Oh, is that my Melon Mambo? These core colours are fabulous for like adding a little bit of designer paper. You can match them in. Let's have it about there. I'll just tail that off. And I might have had another afternoon nap. That is exactly what would have happened. We were leaving to go out with friends about 1:15, and I thought, if I sit here, I'm gonna be asleep. So I need to move. Nothing wrong with having a lovely afternoon nap, but I had lots to be doing. So, right, should we do the same ribbon or different ribbon? Same but different. Should we do a bit of, what about silver twine? Or do we like the white? What do you reckon? Silver twine or white ribbon? Let's have a little, or both. I do quite like the white ribbon. Seems to give it a little something. No else that's white. Let's go white ribbon. I will do so go around, and then we're coming back through. Oops, drop that. Let me go again. 2, 3. So we're going around the whole lot, up, and then through that front loop. So we're coming through there. And chop those tails. Well, I'll put that on there as I've cut it. I'm going to stick that on there anyway. sticker. I'm trying to multitask. You've got to go quite gentle with this, and the paper is already ripped, so it's now lifting. I'm just going to go with no, it's already ripped. So annoying. I love my seal. I will make it work. No, I won't. I'm just going to keep tearing the paper. Give up. Give up. The secret with the Seal Plus is to go really gentle, but if the fibres are broken on the paper, it's going to pick it up, unfortunately. There. And let's pop that in that kind of nook there. There. Pull that white through. We've got the white and the silver. Love that. Let's pop that on some dimensionals. And make sure they come to the front there. And just make sure that, as I say, doesn't come below the bottom of your card. So when the person receives it to stand it up, that's not overhanging that way. We want our sentiment. That's long enough. There. I'm going to do that in Memento. So this one was in the basic grey. And that's going to be in the black to match the black outline. And I love the long thin sentiments because you can chop them up and stack them, but you also get those nice pieces to go across your cards if you want to. So just the same, I'm going to just lay that on across the flowers. And then we've got our mango pieces. I love that. I'm really, I love the soft sort of spring colours on that, but I love the combo of colours on that too, Noelle. Definitely drawn to the bright colours. Maybe just a third one under there on that, I think. Gems. Small medium. Put that one down there, and then a smaller one there. There we go. 2 cards, lots of watercolouring, but just, yeah, vibrant, pop of colour. Love those. If you had to pick, which would be your favourite, the bright or the blue? Which would be your pick? Love colouring those. I think that would make a nice anniversary card as well, wouldn't it? Nice birthday, but it would make a nice, or a wedding card. It seems that kind of soft colour palette. Kathleen says too hard, can't pick. It's a good mix of faces. Blue, brights. Joyce picks purple. bright. Oh, fab. So, there we go. That is all from me. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been lots of fun colouring those. If you haven't already seen, please do check out my blog post from today. So there is our super awesome fun time card kit launch today with Brian King and myself. The cutoff date will be for the March kit will be the 5th. So if you'd like to join us, then make sure you order. There's 3 options: kit only, kit with stamp set, kit with bundle. Yeah, we'd love to have you join us. So if you're in the UK, you can sign up with myself. If you're in the United States, then you can join with Brian. If you're not in either of those, then keep an eye out for more information to follow later in the month. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. My Seize the Day is also opened as well. So if you want to use that stamp set and get some inspiration, then do join my class. That's the end of March. So that is also up on my blog at coastalcrafter.com. So yeah, have a lovely week, everyone, whatever you are up to. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you again next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everyone.